Okay, and we are live. Hello to everyone who's watching. We are live on YouTube and on Twitch. We are posting the YouTube link to Facebook because Facebook Live failed to load. And I'd like to welcome everyone to our 2024 Trans Day of Remembrance virtual vigil. I'm Dr. Anthony Redgrave. I'm one of the co-founders of the Tdor Task Force. And with me here I have Victor Belstra and Nate Mears, who are both here to help read the names today. And if you two would like to take turns introducing yourselves, you're welcome to do that now.
Hi, my name is Victor Belstra. I am a board member with the Tdor Task Force and the administrator of our LAMP database, which is missing, murdered, unidentified, and unclaimed LGBTQ persons database, unidentified, and I will be helping to read our victims list this year, and we'll have some mentions for some other people who were found that are not included on the official Tdor list at the end.
Hey, this is Nate Mears, and I'm helping read, and also I have another reader, Sam. If you'd like to introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Samantha Dunn, and I'm a member of the Tdor Task Force, and I will be assisting with reading the list of our victims this year.
Are you on mute, Anthony?
Yeah, I'm muted. I'm just making sure that our audio is working on Twitch right at the moment. And trying to make sure. Okay, someone else say something so I know there's not an echo. Okay, someone else say something so I know there's not an echo.
I think you do have an echo.
Okay, but you two don't. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, all right. Should be muted the twinkly sounds, and there should be talking and not the background music. Literally twinkling and talking. Okay, is it on lag? Yes, there's a little bit of a lag. We're talking right now about introducing yourselves. Okay. The tinkling is loud. Okay, I just turned it off, so it should go away now. Okay, yeah, that's a problem on my end. I'm gonna have to stop. Okay, thank you all for bearing with us while we correct some technical difficulties. I am going to check this one here one more time. Check this one here one more time. Okay. I'm not echoing. Can each of you try one more time to say what?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I said, can you check your mics one more time?
I definitely heard Victor twice, like a whole Victor and then a whole Victor echo.
Okay. All right, we're having an echo problem.
I think it bounced off you, Anthony.
What?
I think it bounced off you.
It shouldn't be. I think the problem is
Is it
my
just me
output for the
that's
Okay. All right, I'm going to change one setting. I need to change one of my settings over here. Don't know why I'm getting an echo on my end. I'm going to try a different way of sharing the screen, so bear with me.
Anthony, we just see your address bar.
I still see the Transgender Day of Remembrance.
I just
Me too.
see I can take a picture of what I'm seeing. Hold on. Oh, now it is. It was just the all I was seeing was the address bar. Okay. Yeah, it looks better. Are you going to make that full screen? Yeah.
Okay, my
Well, I
mic is
can just
working.
hold my thing closer to my mouth. It's
Okay,
fine.
you're good. I think I'm good now. Okay.
Am I good? Should I say more?
Yeah, I see my bar still at the top. It's gonna
Okay.
be a little bit behind it, and then it's gonna be back up. I just need to Let me crop this. I apologize to anybody who's watching right now. I don't know if anybody's joined in. I don't see any viewers on. Okay, there's a couple on YouTube. Okay, hi YouTube viewers. Sorry for the delay. You
One
know
of
how it
those
goes
is me.
with tech. What?
One of those is me, so.
Okay. Let me do this. So I'm gonna do this here. All right. We will be starting shortly with the actual reading. I promise. Okay. I'm gonna crop out my top bar here. Okay, there we go. That should be better. It will take a minute to catch up for everyone else, but I think that should be viewable now. Okay, so it's good. Does it look right? Yeah, that's what it's supposed to look like. Okay, awesome. Okay, so I think we're good. It looks like we have one person in Twitch, a couple people in YouTube, and everyone seems to be able to hear now. I can see outputs on my end for my microphone and for everyone else in the chat. Sounds a little muffled. Okay, I put my headphones back on better, so that might be a problem. Okay, let's try this again. Let's take it from the top and do a proper introduction now that everything's working. Um, Pardon? Yeah, we're gonna do another round of introduction. Again, hello everyone. I'm Dr. Anthony Redgrave, one of the co-founders of the Tdor Task Force, and I am honored to be hosting this for the Transgender Day of Remembrance. This is when we read our list of people who are on the annual Tdor list who are listed without a name, because that's the major focus of our organization. And I would like the rest of our team who's reading to introduce themselves again, if you would be so kind.
Okay, I'll go first. Hi, my name is Victor Veltstra. I'm a board member with the Tdor Task Force, and I'm also the administrator of our LAMP database, which is for missing, murdered, unsolved, unidentified, unclaimed LGBTQ plus persons. And I will be reading the names and then also come back at the end with an explanation for some of the other people who did pass away this year but haven't been included in the official Tdor list.
Hey, this is Nate Mears. I'm a volunteer for the Transdo Task Force and do some of the work of helping with the gathering info for the LAMP database. And I'm honored to be here.
Hello, my name is Samantha Dunn, and I am a volunteer with the Transdo Task Force, and I will be helping with reading the list of names this year of people who have unfortunately passed away.
Okay, thank you everyone for your introductions. And just to open the space for everyone, every year we read the list of people on the annual list whose names are not known, and I will be opening with a short reading of a poem by a non-binary creator, activist, and actor and poet who some of you may have heard of, named Alok, and they have written a poem called "There Will Be Elegance in My Ending," which I have chosen as a nice reading to begin our space when we're holding space here. So this is a look. There will be elegance in my ending. The days that I am the most heartbroken, I wear the boldest colors. At a fundamental level, it's about dignity. You will not see me go down without a fight. I might be sinking, but my fall will be stylized, choreographed, and well manicured. There will be elegance in my ending. A commitment to glamour is how I continue, even when the future seems tenuous and brittle and naive. Maybe it is naive, but that evening I moisturized my face with tears, and I put on my heels, and I played pretend until I believed my own performance. In a world that dispossesses me of so much, give me that. And it is not about artifice. There is nothing more real than finding beauty in the places that have been abandoned by the patriarchal machinations which extract our genius and disregard us when done. Like a fruit rind, but we decompose and come back, always, somehow. When I am gutted at the end of the world, I put on my lipstick and remind myself even trash is a renewable resource, teeming with life, beautiful, grotesque, visceral life. Okay, and with that, we're going to begin reading the list of names, and at the end, we will be holding a minute of silence and then opening up to the chat to share any thoughts or any questions that you might have for about 10 minutes at the end. I'm going to start the slide deck and we'll begin the reading. Again, caution about the extreme violent content warning. We are discussing violent ways in which transgender people have died, and there will be mention of that on many of the slides. So if you wish to leave, if you feel uncomfortable, please do so now. If at any point this becomes too much for you to handle, please leave, and no one will have any judgment.
October 1st, 2023, Tamil Nadu, India, age unknown. October 9, 2023, La Resurrección, Puebla, Mexico, age 30. October 15, 2023, Iguala, Mexico, age unknown. October 18th, Curitiba, Panama, Brazil, age unknown. October 23rd, Cabo Frio, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, age unknown. November 3rd, Salvador, Bahia, Brazil, age unknown. November 5th, Merida, Yucatan, Mexico, age unknown. November 6th, Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico, age 35. November 9th, Merida, Yucatan, Mexico, age unknown. November 23rd, Leon, Guanajuato, Mexico, age unknown.
December 1st, 2023, Ciudad de la Costa, Canelones, Uruguay, beaten and shot, age 26. December 12th, 2023, Cuernavaca, Morelos, Mexico, shot, age unknown. December 20th, 2023, Pedro Azul, Minas Gerais, Brazil, beaten and stabbed, age 22. December 25th, 2023, Tlaquepaque, Jalisco, Mexico, stabbed, age 25. December 29th, 2023, Panama, murdered, age unknown. December 31st, 2023, Panama, murdered, age unknown. December 31st, 2023, Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico, beaten and strangled, age 32. January 6th, 2024, Quetzalcoatlus, Veracruz, Mexico, shot, age unknown. January 10th, 2024, Atahai, Santa Catarina, Brazil, stabbed, age 44. January 13th, 2024, Tlaquepaque, Jalisco, Mexico, shot, age unknown.
February 13th, 2024, Amazoc de Malta, Puebla, Mexico, burnt, age unknown. February 24th, 2024, Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, suicide, age 37. February 26th, 2024, El Valle, Distro Capital, Venezuela, shot, age unknown. February 28th, 2024, Ciudad de Mexico, Mexico, decapitated, age unknown. March 15th, 2024, Santa Luisa, Minas Gerais, Brazil, beaten, age 40 to 50. March 25th, 2024, Tuxpan, Jalisco, Mexico, murdered, age unknown. March 26th, 2024, Colima, Mexico, shot, age unknown. March 28th, 2024, Colima, Mexico, shot, age unknown. March 29th, 2024, Vila Veja, Espírito Santo, Brazil, shot, age 50. April 19th, 2024, Belo Horizonte, Minas Gerais, Brazil, shot, age unknown.
May 5th, Sobral, Brazil, shot, age unknown. May 19th, 3 unidentified victims found in Kurnool, India, ages unknown. May 20th, Ji-Parana, Rondônia, Brazil, stabbed, age unknown. May 27th, Lombardy, Italy, suicide, age unknown. May 28th, Aguascalientes, Mexico, beaten, age 41 to 50. June 29th, San Josep, Ibiza, Spain, suicide, age 20 to 30. July 10th, Ciudad de Mexico, age unknown. July 15th, Morelos, Mexico, murdered, age unknown.
July 22nd, 2024, ME Syria, murdered, age unknown. July 27th, 2024, Guadalupe, Nuevo Leon, Mexico, strangled, age unknown. July 31st, 2024, Jalisco, Mexico, shot, age 55. August 16th, 2024, La Vega, Dominican Republic, age 20. August 20th, 2024, Acapulco, Guerrero, Mexico, shot, age unknown. September 4th, 2024, Zapopan, Jalisco, Mexico, age 30. September 9th, 2024, Belo Horizonte, Minas Gerais, Brazil, age 41. September 30th, 2024, Burkina Faso, tortured, age unknown. October 10th, 2024, Tamaulipas, Mexico, beaten, age 45 to 50. October 10th, 2024, Maharashtra, India, throat cut, age 35 to 40.
Now there are some people that were not included in the official list. One specifically that we'd like to make a statement about is there was a trans person who drowned along with their family during Hurricane Helene. They were not out, and out of respect, we are not naming them, but we still honor their memory. We also have 80-year-old Kathy Van Bruggen, who went missing in Chicago in March 2024 and was found deceased on April 25th, 2024. 40-year-old Faye Morgana Barbone went missing in early March of 2024 from Williamstown, Massachusetts, and was found deceased on April 16th, 2024. And 31-year-old Claire Soleil, who died in an accident in Oregon on October 24th, 2023. We also have Pepper Michelle Peterson, who was found deceased and was unidentified in Jacksonville, Florida in November 2023 and was identified in January 2024. 32-year-old Abby Savage was reported missing in May 2023 by Bradenton, Florida, or in Bradenton, Florida. Her body was found in November of 2023, and she was identified in March 2024. And Elliot Ganiel went missing and was found deceased in March 2024 in Northfield, New Jersey.
Okay, that's the end of our list for this year, and I would like us all to take a moment of silence for all these people who we have lost, who may not be named but are in our memories. I will give us a minute of silence, and then we can open for questions and thoughts from the chat if anybody feels compelled to do so. Okay, thank you all for your reverence at this time. If there's anyone who's been watching in the chat and would like to share any words or ask any questions, we are open to that presently. And if no one has anything to share, we can spend a little time talking as well.
I want to mention that TGEU, who tracks transmitters around the world and has been doing it for years, just put out a note the other day that they've crossed their 2000th case, which is a grim and horrible milestone.
Mm,
But I am glad that they are doing it and compiling the information, and that they exist and are pushing for trans rights around the world.
yes, that is much appreciated. The numbers are upsetting no matter what, but they need to be witnessed.
And they're also inaccurate. Like I said, there's 8 people that I know of that are not listed. Um, and uh, there's definitely more that we'll find in the upcoming months and years from this year, and likely most vigils and everything else will never acknowledge them. There's a bit of a gap in between Tdor and the end of the year, where a lot of organizations uh, don't continue to count the people for the end of the year, into next year. They only mention the ones in the present year. But because Tdor is in November, there's still a month and a half left, and unfortunately, we've already there's already 7 more victims that are listed on Anna Metcalf's Tdor list from the U.S. There's 30 total as of 4 o'clock this morning,
Mm,
just the past month. So, just to be aware, we go back a little bit further to make sure that we're still not missing people from last year, from 2023, that weren't mentioned this year,
yeah,
or that
it is
or that
important to mention that there's going to be so many more than we realize that aren't reported because of not being reported or being stealth or not being included in the list for some reason. So yes, the numbers
yeah,
are going to be higher than they appear.
or difficulty in finding information about them or what happened.
Hmm.
Organizations like the HRC only state people who are uh, who die violently,
Hmm.
um, and amongst those, only the ones that are reported to them.
Yes.
So if they don't know that a case exists, they will not mention it. And that's not because they're intentionally being obtuse or anything, or intentionally leaving
Hmm.
people out, but it's because the information hasn't made it to them.
Yes, it's very hard to track. It's very hard to aggregate all the numbers. So we have one comment on Twitch from My Loved One is Missing says, "Thank you for taking the time to honor them all. Heartbreaking, just so many." And thank you for being here as well. We appreciate
Yes,
your participation and your reverence.
yes, thank you so much. The person who runs that page is incredibly supportive and very, very good, and they do great work for people from all kinds of demographics and all over the country and the world. So definitely high praise coming from them, because they do very good work.
Yes, and we greatly appreciate it. Everyone who gives time to this work is so valuable and so important. And she says it's just me running it, Ashley Young, and thank you. Yes, thank you.
Yes.
We're here
Thank you,
to
Ashley.
we're here
I
in
was trying to
solidarity with you.
trying to preserve your anonymity there.
I
Yeah,
just want
so
to
I just
say, like,
Mhm.
I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead. Go
Um,
ahead.
because we include the suicides. I just wanted to bring up that they have done statistical analysis that's showing that suicides are on the rise amongst trans people in the current climate, and to just uh, oh, I personally just really hope that as much of us stick around as can manage to, because I just hate losing us to bigotry, and we need each other, and I just love my community, and I want us to stick around.
Absolutely.
I agree with that.
And I think at this time it's very important to mention that people in our community that we lose to suicide, um, that's there's a direct correlation between that and the state of society and acceptance and treatment of trans people as a whole. Um, so we definitely include those who have lost their lives in that way as members of our community that we have lost due to bias and hate.
Um, I'd also like to mention that the drag scene and the pageant girls have lost a lot of people over the past year.
Hmm.
And some of them will be included on the list and some won't. Most of them are pretty young and dying from health complications. Um, even the ones that are older, are passing away from health complications at what looks to be like a higher rate than people who have not had to go through those same things. Especially in communities like Chicago and Texas and Atlanta and Detroit. Even over here in New York, there are elders who are struggling, who are sick from years of the lack of support, the lack of health care, having to really work their butts off to do something. And we're blessed to have had some of them for as long as we have, especially because some of them, have survived the AIDS crisis and everything else.
Hmm.
Um, but like on our list, we had 80-year old Kathy. Kathy started transitioning 6 years ago
Mm.
at the point when she went missing. Um, so in her 70s, and she looked fabulous. Um, I think it's important to just be aware that making it to 80 is not a small accomplishment, but also a
Absolutely.
lot of us don't make it that long.
Hmm.
And obviously there's some racial components when it comes to the pageant girls and everything else, because they're less likely to be reported to white people, white media, white led organizations. They're less likely to have anybody outside of the ballroom scene acknowledge their passing or honor them so I think that we still definitely have some work to do there to try and fix the systemic problems, make sure that everybody in every community is respected and memorialized appropriately, but also to recognize that lack of health care also uh, contributes to these deaths and is a kind of institutional violence that disproportionately affects poor people poor trans people, but especially poor Black trans people. So yeah, I think that they should be included in these lists, even though I've seen arguments saying that they shouldn't be. My personal opinion is that if trans person dies, they're out, that we should put them on the list, and local organizations and national organizations can decide what they want to do with that information.
Absolutely.
But
Um,
if they don't have that information, then they won't have any choice of what they do with it.
Absolutely. So what you're referring to is what you're referring to is the concept of systemic oppression and structural vulnerability. Structural
Hmm.
vulnerability being the systemic issues that lead to people in marginalized communities not being able to support themselves with adequate work, adequate health care, uh, housing, food, and just general lack of support. And these are things that absolutely contribute to the premature death of queer people, of people in any marginalized community, especially when they're intersectionally marginalized, and they're often turning to um, illegal or illicit means of survival because they have no way of getting gainful employment because of the systemic bias against them. And these aren't people who want to do these things. These are people, there's plenty of people who want to do these things, but when someone is forced into this position, it will absolutely negatively affect their health, their housing, their quality of life, and is absolutely just another form of uh, decimating our population.
I also wanted to mention we did have somebody that was kind of taken off of the it was pre Tdor, but Dora Richter, they figured out they thought everyone thought she'd been killed by Nazis in 1933, and they've found records that she actually survived, and I think she became like a lace maker and lived a long life. So that was like a really positive discovery this year.
Yes, I was happy to hear that as well. She was one of the first patients of Magnus Hirschfeld's Institute, which was a very important pre-World War II organization that was uh, completely destroyed by the Nazis during World War II. Our community has suffered greatly. We were set back decades when all of that research was lost and destroyed. People are still finding some of his work to this day, like pieces of his old films, pieces of his writing. And there's actually the Hirschfeld Institute where a lot of these things are being preserved, and you can go find them online to look at them. And Dorcha was one of his actually a housekeeper in the institute, and she was well loved and well taken care of. And I was so very happy to find that she continued to survive. If we have no other comments, I believe that we can end here. And I thank everyone for dropping in to the chat, even if you don't share words with us. The fact that you're here is very important to us, and for this particular population to be witnessed to is absolutely why we're here. And everyone deserves to be memorialized, even if we don't know their names. And hopefully one day we will. And with that, I will say good night to everyone and uh, do something to take care of yourselves tonight.
Thanks, y'all.
Thank you so much. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you, everyone.
Good night.